In the current fiscal policy paper, which is a document that accompanies the budget and it's tabled in March, the government's own projections for the next 3 years is that we will have an increase in government revenues of $140 billion over a 3-year period. And that is based on their projection of a growth rate of just 1%. But we intend to grow the economy by more than 1%. But this 140 billion is their projection. And I want to go back a little. In emphasizing our commitment to fiscal responsibility, we have no intention of imposing any new taxes to fund the commitments that we have made. So in addition to the organic revenue growth, which is based on the government's projections, the way a budget is structured, of the $1.3 trillion, there's an element for debt repayment, there's an element for wages and salaries, and then there's $360 billion, which is allocated to programs. Now, our programs and our priorities are different from the JLP's programs and priorities. And as such, we are going to place the things that we consider to be critical to improving the quality of life of all Jamaicans at the forefront of our priorities. So between the organic revenue growth, between the existing envelope that exists in the budget, our commitments can be funded. Now, last night, our party leader and opposition leader made a commitment that we would raise the income tax threshold to $3.5 million. The Labour Party has proposed reducing the income tax rate from 25 to 15%. I want to indicate how our proposal is a more equitable one, a more just one, and one which impacts a broader cross-section of individuals. Why? Because it will put more money in the pockets of those who are earning less. And by doing so, those individuals have a higher propensity to consume. So some of those funds which will go into their pockets will be spent back into the economy, and the government will benefit through indirect taxes like GCT. So we expect that what we are proposing will in fact help and support the growth that we are projecting for the economy, while being consistent with our principles of equity, fairness, and justice. So to reiterate, we will fund the commitments that have been made within the existing envelope of the budget, including the projections for growth, without any need to impose any new taxes or burdens on the Jamaican people. In fact, we committed to removing the tax on overtime so that we could put more money in the pockets of those soldiers, policemen, security guards, people who work in our hospitality sector, again, so that it eases the cost of living and gives them an opportunity to spend more on themselves and their families.